the glory of love. The two of you intertwined, interfacing with another human being. And of course, the glory of love is every time it happens, the two of you think you just invented it. Probably the first caveman said to the first cave woman, "Hey, Martha, I think I've just come up with something better than the wheel." 818, the best freeway in the world at 610 KFRC.
Will you be a vision in white?
On the freeway. That's easy for me to say. Here I am in this nice, comfortable studio, ensconced behind a microphone, doing the thing that I like to do better than, well, just about anything in the world. Let's see. I guess that would come in second. Yeah, right. It's 821, program 2925 with Dr. Donald D.
You know, I can really relate to what you said about, you thought this is going to be a crazy show, and I felt the same way. I actually went to bed last night to try to get some sleep.
Well, I knew I was
I thought it was, but, it's something about it, it just...
I knew I was either going to have a good show this morning or my shorts were too tight. Hey, here's a
much you can say.
Interesting thing.
Yeah.
A hungry bear showed up last week for the 5th time for breakfast at a hearty restaurant.
What did Mike Colgan say when he got in there?
He said, "I can't take another night out with Robert McCormick like this." Anyway, bear shows up for the 5th time at Hardy's restaurant near Elgin Air Force Base in Florida. Officers had him tranquilized and sent back to the woods one more time. He can't help it. They say the porridge there is not too hot, not too cold, just right.
Well, that joke has a lot of underlying meaning, and I don't think you realize it.
No, I didn't.
You haven't seen a new shipment of equipment that just came in here?
What?
Tranquilizer guns are going to use them on all of us.
So you can make the most of the rest of your summer.
All right. Well, I mean, there's only so much you can say about it. I mean, it's foggy, overcast at the coast, and we should have partly sunny skies. But by the way...
Maybe we should talk about Joni Gregan's.
All right. There are a lot of ways to talk about her. Now, from KFRC, San Francisco, Dr. Don Rose.
Boss is already in this morning. I love his new bumper sticker. Mistress on board. Guy says he's not against sex at the movies, but he hates it when he gets chewing gum on his pants of his knees. 826. And if nobody said it to you, I'd like to be the first. Good morning. 610 KFRC, it's Dr. Don Rose, and there seems to be a little confusion. Monday the station is changing formats, changing call letters, but I'm still going to be here. Take my word for it. I will definitely be here Monday morning. In fact, I'll be playing the very first song at 6 o'clock in the morning. And all I say is, give us a chance. I think you might like it. I know it's the music I played when I first broke into radio, right? And so there is no confusion. I'll be doing the new format for 1 week, and then I'm going on vacation. I'm not leaving the station or anything. But we had this planned. Our whole family, Kay and I rented a nice big condo in Hawaii and said to all the 5 kids, look, if you'll pay your own airfare, then we'll take care of the condo and the food and everything else while you're there. And you know what? All 5 of those kids decided that's where they'd spend their vacation, even Dave and Julia. And little Jeff, who took his first steps day before yesterday. I can't wait for it. In fact, I always fly no frills. A trick I learned from Dave Sholin. Like Fat Chance Airlines. Their planes seat 600, and they have 2 bathrooms. There's a lot of dancing in the aisles, right? And since I'm such an ardent believer in air safety, I refuse to fly unless the ground crew's all on board, right? Although I found it doesn't help to request additional seat belts. What really bothers me is when they reverse their engines when they're landing, right? Sounds like our garbage disposal.
Whoa! Today's and now,
what?
From KFRC. Let's see if he gets it back to the beginning. That fast
Well,
still
give me
working?
time, I
This
will.
is state of the art, high tech.
No, not you. Now you annoyed me.
Huh?
No.
Uh-oh. Now,
What are those old Victrolas I see that are
what you want,
over there?
you never want to get George on the bad side of you because he has the ultimate control and he can whip right radio.
And that's the way it goes.
That.
Yes. And now, from C.
Yeah.
Whoa!
It isn't George's fault. When he was 9, his dad got him a job on a fishing boat as bait. Hey!
We've had some fun. I'm happy to be stuck with you.
That is Huey. Dr. Donald D. Rose. Remember that name. You may never hear it again. At 8:50, I'm kidding. It's 8 before 9 at 610 KFRC. And you know what? Something really neat has happened. One of my favorite people at the Big 610 through the years is Jenny Hubble. Jenny started off as my secretary at the radio station. In fact, one of my prized possessions is a keychain that she gave me one time that says Super Jock on it. And anyway, Jenny left for not sick leave, but maternity leave just a couple of weeks ago. And now we'd like to announce the birth of their son, born this morning at approximately 5 a.m. to Jenny and Michael Hubble. Congratulations. It's a bouncing baby boy, 10.5 pounds. Isn't that great? I love it. And, of course, she has her mother's, he has her mother's features and his father's fixtures, as it were. 8:53, it's 7 before 9 o'clock. And Brian Ray at 10 o'clock this morning. Brian's kind of a slow starter in the morning. Have you noticed? Yesterday I said to him, ever get the feeling if you move too fast, you'll bust a cobweb? Brian studied under Chico Marx at the Sylvester Stallone School of Addiction. The only thing people have to say about Brian's suits is, your zipper's open. No. Can't we play? This song will mean something to the audience because, well, it's kind of appropriate for today, okay? Just trust me on this. Okay, thank you. Because it's really the words that I've lived by through good times and bad times and doing the show on my hospital bed and times when it looked like it wasn't even going to be possible to get up the next morning. Just hang in there. Never surrender at KFRC.
Just a little more time is all we're asking for.
Maybe even a little drizzle in the mornings. A little fog, a little drizzle. With some raindrops falling. Or angels crying in the sky.
I like that. If that's poetry. Now. Boom, boom, boom.
I never heard fog music, though. You know, where you actually have the foghorns play a tune.
Whoa!
Boom, boom.
Guess we get carried away sometimes.
Boom, boom, boom. I wonder if we could just leave the mics open and for the next hour just say whatever comes to mind and talk. And
You're going to be here on Monday, aren't you?
Well, hey, you know, if it's God's will, I'll be here. That's all I can say. I'll tell you something. I like Frank Sinatra. I've got a lot of his albums at home. Shane,
darling, Shane.
Wayne Newton once asked me to carry his belt buckle up the stairs.
Did he really?
Yes, I put it on my back and hauled it upstairs.
Yes. Boy, I love it. Nothing like a good build-up.
Points at that audience.
And believe me, this is nothing like a good build-up. Heaven. I'm in heaven. That I can hardly speak.
What in the world is this? They're giving out jars of Valium to all of us. And so we will talk like... I'm still waiting for the instructions on how to proceed with the new style, Don. Could you give me any tips on that?
Well,
You've done this.
I've got a 3-page memo here.
Oh, you do?
Tells me.
Maybe
I'll be happy to share it with you.
Oh. Well, actually, why don't you keep that ready to
okay. All right.
That's Romper Room. That's not good MOR music. Thank you, George. And now from KFRC, San Francisco, Dr. Don Rose.
Thank you very much, Robert. I don't know if you knew this, but Robert's granduncle, Melvin of Warsaw, invented the horse-drawn 747. Of course, Robert's a former sports editor for the Playboy Calendar Company.